Did you see all the top 10 lists about Game of the Decade?
No.
What would you peg as Game of the Decade? Think about
Number one. Decade.
Yeah.
Number one.
The number one game for the decade, and that's 2010 to 2020.
Oh.
What would you peg?
I can't even, think of I'd have to look at a list or something.
I can only think 5 years back.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'd have to look at a list.
How can you have a list like that and not put, Red Dead 2 or something on there?
Because not everyone likes Red Dead.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't play that game. A lot of people didn't like it.
It's a great game.
But a lot of people didn't play it, a lot of people didn't like it, and a lot of people didn't finish it.
I still haven't played it.
There's more than 80, I think it was 80% of people didn't finish it.
What 80%?
Oh, wow, that's a big number.
People that bought the game.
Yeah, because they can track it by trophies. Like Sony can look at Sony, Xbox, whatever. They can look at the trophies, and there's you get a trophy for completing the game, the last mission. So if that trophy hasn't been earned, it's got rare, ultra rare, common. That's how they figure it out.
You reckon?
Yeah.
80%. That's a big number.
Yeah.
Why do you reckon that is?
A lot of people were expecting something else.
Like what?
I don't know.
It's exactly what they said.
It's it's very, very slow compared to Red Dead 1.
Do you know what's going to happen?
Very slow compared to Red Dead 1.
I reckon it's going to be like an indie game. Because if you see the Game of the Years and all that shit in the last couple of years...
Breath of the Wild.
It's I
bet you it was Zelda.
I don't think it's ever won Game of the Year.
It won Game of the Year when it came out.
It's not that great.
Well, it won Game of the Year when it came out.
Anytime I have to hit something 3 times and my weapon breaks, then I need to get a new weapon.
I agree. I'm just saying.
Throw it out.
I'm just saying.
That's exactly why I stopped playing it. You pick up a weapon, you smack someone 3-4 times with it, and then it breaks, and then you got to get a new one.
But weapons are just everywhere.
Yeah, you can pick up a tree. You can pick up flowers.
This is Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I never gave a shit about
They
Zelda.
ruined it, yeah.
When did you play Zelda game?
I got it. That's what I was playing while I was waiting for you.
Oh, on the Switch.
While you're taking your sweet-ass time.
Fuck off, man. I had to stop and buy all your
I was
snacks.
melting in the car.
Oh, speaking of which, I actually have your other thing. Yeah. Good. I got you this.
Ooh.
Oh my god, you actually got a cider?
Yeah.
You are a fucking champ.
Yeah, I got the fruitiest thing possible. Premium strawberry lime.
That's what I wanted.
Real cider blended with strawberry lime, made from pure Swedish spring water. Served well chilled.
There is a mango version of
Should I
that.
put in the fridge?
Nah, the problem is, I can give it to him, but the problem is, I've actually bought a fucking bottle opener. I bought it from the bottle opener for $3 just to open this stupid bottle, and now I can't find the bottle opener.
Is it in the bag?
Nah, it's not.
Is it cold?
Room temperature.
Oh,
nah,
what?
it's not. It's slightly chilled.
Have some. No, go have some. Have some.
No.
Nah, I don't do strawberry cider, man.
I bought that, and it's just sitting in the fridge waiting for me up at Rosebud.
Ooh, Recordling. Recordling's good cider.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Wait a second. So you back on booze normally now?
Once in a while.
It's refreshing. Help yourselves.
Since when did you drink cider? You don't even drink alcohol.
Yeah, no, not really.
So what made you go into cider?
Because I had one this morning, and I didn't like it, so I was hoping something normal.
Why did you have a cider this morning?
I was at Nick's house, and he offered me a cider.
You went to Nick the Russian's house and he offered you a cider in the morning.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. It was a draft cider. I've never had one.
What, like a...
It's a beer cider.
What do you mean a beer cider?
It's a beer and a cider. It's a mix. Well, it's not a mix. It's in a beer bottle, but it's a draft.
That's
cider.
in a beer bottle.
That is in a beer bottle. Well, define a beer bottle.
You know, like one of those short, stubby...
I don't know what you're talking... If you're talking just about it like a Bulmers or something like that, I'm actually going to Google this now. Beer cider.
Draft cider.
Draft cider.
Is what's on the bottle, yeah. And it tastes like a beer, because I fucking hate beer. I can't stand the taste.
You're talking about Mercury Draft.
I don't know.
Draft cider.
Yeah, draft cider.
That's Mercury Draft, dude.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
That doesn't taste like a beer. That's just a draft. That's just a cider.
No, it tasted like beer. Because I hate the taste, that bitter piss taste. But it has like a tiny sweetness.
What was it called in GTA? Piss water or something?
Pisswasser.
Yeah. Have you seen the when are they hedging for GTA 6 to come out? I think I brought this up ages ago.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
Yeah, no. When is it actually coming out?
Probably next year.
No. They haven't even announced it. I don't think it'll come out at least until the next console.
Yeah, but the
Which
next
is next
console's
year.
next year.
Yeah.
They announced
It's not going to be a release title. Look at how long it took for them to release GTA 5 on the PS3. It was at the end of its life
just
cycle.
announced the first title for PS5, which is Godfall.
What's that?
It just looks like a three-man sort of like big giant monster sort of thing, and you're in heavy armor, like really heavily
Like
armored.
or something. Like a mech.
No, not a mech, just like steel armor.
There was a game.
Oh,
there was
okay.
a demo. There was a demo going up on the PSN network over the weekend. Did you see it?
Titanfall.
Is that what it is?
Get it.
What is it?
It's great.
It's very good.
What is it?
It is.
I got invited to like play a demo version.
I'll give you my quick analysis of it because I love the game.
Yeah, same. I love
It's
it.
a better version of Call of Duty with giant mechs that fall out of the sky. You jump in them.
Wasn't there another game that was like that?
No.
Yeah, Titanfall.
Yeah, Titanfall.
So that's the original like parkour game because you can wall run,
Yeah.
you can like jetpack off and wall. Like
What's
it's a
this
very
called?
fast game.
Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2.
Because the things
It's a
are
free
called
game of the
Titans,
month, yeah.
Okay.
and they fall. So
they're randomly placed or whatever.
no, you place them. You call them down after a certain amount of like kill sprees or whatever. You build up your little.
There's a story. Story is actually very, very good. I quite liked it.
Yeah.
I got it for
like
the
you said,
story.
Destiny 2 story was very good.
It is.
Oh, this is a lot quicker. It's a quicker game than that.
No, the story on this is maybe 10 hours? Roughly?
About there. I think I did it in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did in like a week. I didn't have as much time. The story's actually quite good.
The story's very good.
I got it for the story, and then I traded it in, picked it up on the Black Friday sale,
Yep.
and got it for like $18, and then I didn't realise that it was free this month.
You play 2 as well?
I never played the first one. I got 2.
Oh, you never played. The first one was really
Yeah,
good.
I heard the first one was
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, and so in the story, like you got your story, and it's about main character surviving, whatever.
Yeah.
And in the PvP, it's just a 6v6. Everybody starts off on foot. There's enemy like AI on the floor as well, and you got to build the meter up by killing the AI and the human enemies.
Yeah.
And then when you build your meter up. Before you start your match, you can select which Titan you want, and there's like
customise it.
customize it, deck it in paint, choose the weapons, specialize it, pick it to exactly how you want. There's like Vanguard ones that just front line. There's
Like tanks.
there's
versions.
fire ones. There's like sword wielding ones, like a
Really
samurai,
fast.
sniper ones.
So PvP 6 versus 6.
Yeah, and basically when you select it, then when you're ready to like make it drop down, you just press one button, it drops down in 3 seconds, you jump into it, and then you're running around in a mech.
You can also jump back out of it.
You can jump
or
out
you can
whenever.
like self-destruct it.
Yep.
How long does it take? Okay. What's the learning curve like?
Pretty quick.
yeah.
If you played like an FPS game, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what they did was that when they released the first game, I had done heaps of research into it because it looked awesome, but they tried to compete with the release date of one of the CODs that was coming out. I can't remember which one it was.
And also, Battlefield, I think.
Battlefield 2, yeah. It was
Battlefield 5. They
That-
could put it
I
up
mean,
against
Battlefield
Battlefield
as well,
5.
yeah.
The same week.
Yeah. So they timed it to compete in the market, and they just got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely slaughtered. But the game was so much better.
EA released Battlefield 5 and Titanfall 2 in the same week or within 2 weeks of each
Wait,
other.
is Titanfall 2 an EA game?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it came out, they did it on purpose because they knew it would fail against Battlefield 5,
That's the dumbest thing.
and then they bought it out. So
Yeah.
they own it now.
Yeah,
It's a company they own. Whereas before they were just publishing it.
Oh, from Respawn, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas now they own it.
So they purposely bankrupted the game in order to buy it cheap.
Yeah.
And then release their own version of it later on.
Which is why a lot of people hate EA, because they have all these dodgy ethics.
Yeah. But this is I am not that good at this game. Like I always, for some reason, get ripped. But I'm having a blast every time I play it.
I love it. I was top on every game I played. It was fucking awesome.
What were you
dude.
playing it on?
PC.
PC. Can you get off the PC for
can't.
5 seconds, man?
Not FPS games, I can't. Other games I'll play happily on PS4. But racing games I'll play on PS4. Love controllers.
What racing games do you play on PS4? I'm actually curious. Now, you know what? Now you've got my attention. What do you actually play on PS4?
Whatever's on the,
No, I don't.
on the store every month.
No, I actually don't. Name a game that you've played on PS4 in the last 6 months.
God of War.
All right.
No, I do have a game. The racing game. What the fuck
Drive
is it,
Club.
though? Drive Club. Thank
I
you
thought
very
Drive
much.
Club, I thought support for that got taken off.
It did.
It's just no updates. You can still play it.
Yeah.
What? You can play it online?
No, I don't play online. I just do time.
I don't know if you can play it online now. I don't know if they've got servers still open. They might, but there's just no game updates. Like Windows 7, there's no updates. You can still use it.
Yeah, okay.
There's just no updates.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried it online. I just played Time Attacks. But there was another game as well I actually own. I can't remember what it was called. What are the other popular ones?
Driving.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo.
No.
Need for Speed.
No.
Let me ask you a question. With Drive Club, we talked about it the last time I saw you. How fast can you actually level up within the cars themselves? Like, how much mod control do you actually have?
Not as much as I liked.
No. There's...
Like, fuck all?
I mean, even Gran Turismo doesn't even have that control anymore.
Yeah, it's too linear. Like, you can buy a part and it will, like, bolt it on, but there's only one part. You don't get to choose between like, different parts and, like, customize.
The days of, like, GT1 and 2, that type of customization is
gone. Yeah.
I think it's only in, like, what's the one on Xbox?
Yeah, the Xbox exclusive one. The only one. Forza.
Forza. That franchise is like the new GT,
so, like,
where
with Drive Club, like, you've obviously got the real model cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I got a kick. Like, my biggest thing about GTA 5 was the fact that I bought the Skyline mock-up, and because it's a mock-up of a GTR, it looks more like my car than it does of a GTR.
Yeah.
You actually do all the mods.
Yeah.
So I put all the plates on, I put all the wheels on. It looked like my car, and I got a kick out of just driving around like that. I saw a review for a Drive Club like a couple of days ago, and I got in my head. I haven't bought a racing sim in, GT1 was probably the last one I bought. I was thinking like of buying it just to drive around in my version of the car. Could I get it though?
After a lot of playing?
Yeah, you need a lot?
Yeah. What
do you have to start with? What kind of cars do you start with? Like, what's your base car that you start with?
I think they give you, like, a Corvette or something like that. But it's not it's not a nice Corvette.
It's like the bow tie killer's car.
Yeah. It's like either a Corvette or a Mustang or something like that. And, you kind of go from there, but it looks like it takes a lot. And plus, the reason that I think they did that is because you can buy cars.
Yep.
Oh,
to unlock them.
They slammed in the microtransactions, but there's no support for the game anymore.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Well, I think you can still buy the cars and they still get the money. There's just no ongoing new cars. But yeah, I think that's why it takes so long to get cars, because you can buy them. Like, I was behind a huge paywall. Like, every car was behind a paywall. I couldn't get it unless you played heaps. Like, I mean heaps.
I'm not in for that.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. That's why I still gave up on it. Shit. Bullshit.
I was what was it? I was just looking up some videos on YouTube with Assassin's Creed, and I ended up finding a review for Odyssey from last year.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes of this review sums up the entire gaming industry.
Okay.
How it is. I'm not going to say it. Like, basically, along the lines of how everything's monetized, and games are made longer, and content is taken out, so that you're forced to pay to play it, in a sense.
Like DLCs and stuff.
DLCs, and they artificially lengthen it, but they're not adding content in there. Not artificially, they're making it longer, so that you're forced, like that tail end, to finish it, like leveling up certain content you want to access. Like in Assassin's Creed, you remember how you level up, alright? To do certain areas, it was level capped. Remember?
Yeah, you'd get to areas and you just get slaughtered.
Yeah, one hit killed. Yeah. So there's certain content that is hidden in these level capped areas, and if you want to grind the levels to get there, it's going to take a ridiculous amount of hours to do that grind, just to do one level.
Yeah.
So they make it longer on purpose, so you're forced to buy those
upgrades areas.
XP boosts.
You're forced to get the XP boost or the microtransactions.
So you can 100%
it. Level capped areas.
Yeah, but these areas have nothing to do with the story.
No.
These are just areas that will have side content for completionists.
Yeah, just so if you're anal about completing a game.
But the way this guy was talking about it was like, as he's speaking it was just like worded perfectly. And I'm like, he's talking about this game, but it's the entire gaming industry. Because everything now is just being, like, lengthened. Yeah. Just so they can get that dollar out of you.
Like, you just don't know how much artificially lengthened content they're putting.
You can tell, because they said the same thing about the music industry as well. Over the last, 2 weeks, I downloaded, I think, 4 or 5 albums, right? 2 of them or 3 of them were new... No, 2 of them were new releases. 2 of them were, fucking 20-year-old albums, right? And the out of the 2 new releases, One was like 12 songs, and the songs weren't long. They were like 3.5 minutes, 4, like no more than that. The other one was like 25, 26 songs, and I was reading a review about it, and they said that they're artificially lengthening the album releases. Like Chris Brown's album was like 30-odd songs as well, right?
Yeah.
They're lengthening the album releases in order to enable more streams, hence...
Or payment.
Boosting sales.
He says the exact same thing in this review.
Yeah.
He starts talking about Spotify and how they're making them make the songs from this album in the newest album will have a song from the old album just so they can like pad it out.
Yeah, or like songs released between that period.
Yeah,
like your iTunes bonus.
Yeah.
iTunes.
You mean like singles and stuff that they put in there?
Yeah, they've been doing this for years. They've been doing this for over 10, 15 years now. But every album, like, remember when you used to have like the Japan release or the German release?
Yeah,
and there might be a couple live tracks or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's like there's a Best Buy's release, there's an iTunes release, there's a collector's release, and they've all got specific songs on them.
Oh, really?
So imagine if you're buying the physical copy of this album, and then you realise if you buy, instead of going to iTunes to download the album, you buy the Best Buy album from the store, and you've got 3-4 extra songs.
Are you fucking serious?
I swear to God.
Because I know they do that with pre-orders for games, right? You go and get it from JB, you might get an extra
100%.
sword or something like that. I didn't know they do that with music.
Twister's album, I can't remember, I think it was The Perfect Storm. It came out like 10 years ago or something, yeah? I had downloaded the original album. I downloaded the album, but it was like it was like an iTunes version or a Best Buy version, like one of these, yeah? And it had in the folder of the songs, there was like 2 extra folders for extra tracks, which I'd never even looked at. And then like 5 years after it came out, I went back into the album and went, hey, there's like 4 extra songs in this Best Buy's version.
What the fuck?
And one of my favourite songs from that album is in those extra folders. Now, if I had bought a physical copy,
You wouldn't have got it.
Nah, I would have gone back to the store to buy the physical copy.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's greasy to the max.
Yeah, but that's like the Games album, you know? It's a good album, but the material sort of gets stretched a bit. You could easily probably get rid of at least 5 tracks and make it an incredible album.
Yeah.
But 25 songs, 25 streams from you. If he released 10 songs on that album, it's only 10 streams from you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I remember albums being like between 8 and 12 songs.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
back
and
then.
they would only release them every 2.5 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Now they're releasing 2 albums a year, and legit, if an artist doesn't release an album a year, then he's washed up.
That's ridiculous.
You can't beat old Buckethead. 25 albums in 1 year. 25.
Hey, Buckethead is a god.
You know, I haven't listened to any of his in probably 5 years.
I actually watched a Buckethead video about 2 days ago, just randomly. I'm like, you know what?
You still got new stuff coming out all the time?
He had like some sort of scoliosis, spinal injury thing. Like it just ruined him. Yeah, but he's better now. Apparently, he released a whole album about it. He made an entire album using a banjo, and it was a banjo and another like ukulele.
Yeah.
It was called Spinal Clock or Spinal Rock or something.
And I love that
Spinal
guy.
Tap?
Yeah. No, legit. What was I saying? Fucking hell, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Dude, you got to think about it now. For an artist to stay relevant, especially say in hip hop, right? You got to release an album a year. Then you've got mixtapes that you release to keep generating buzz. Then you got all the remixes and features and shit that you jump on like throughout the year to just keep your hype up, like the hype train. But then you have people like Lady Gaga that is due for an album now. The last one she released was 1.5 years ago, I think, and she's probably gearing up now.
I feel like that's too quick.
But that's what these artists do now because they need to make money.
Have you guys seen The Boys?
No. That's the one with the Stan show on Amazon.
No, it's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. That's a superhero one, but it's like the bad guys.
Yeah, it's exactly what you guys are basically saying, which is like everything's about social media likes, advertising. Like it's a superhero TV show, but in a completely different way.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how you'll have your Marvel, you'll have your DC, very typical superheroes, they save the planet, whatever.
Yeah.
This is a show about the current superhero regime, which is like $1 trillion industry. They have this giant building. They're completely untouchable by feds, by anyone. It's all legit business stuff, you know, like they all on books, everything gets paid. But the marketing, the advertising is everywhere. They'll save people, but if they kill people in the process, it just gets swept under the rug. And then, you know, that's it. They get away with it. So in the show, like in the opening scene, so it's not really spoilers because it's in the trailer as well, so I'm not spoiling anything. But the guy's missus dies, right in the opening trailer, And basically his story is to get revenge. Like, he realizes a superhero is his favorite superhero, literally just ran through his missus.
It was like the Flash. He was like a Flash character.
Like the Flash,
He's holding hands with his missus, and then she just evaporates. He's just holding her hands.
And there's just blood everywhere all over him. And the guy's like, I can't stop. And he keeps going. And he gets away with it.
It's a Flash. It was like a Flash type character.
And then he goes on TV and he lies and says she walked onto the street. I'm sorry. You know, it happened. It was an accident, but I was saving the world. And then, you know, he basically goes and finds out that they don't do anything. They just go for likes, the tweets, the Instagram posts.
They're marketable.
It's insane.
People.
Yeah. Completely insane. So, it's the same shit, man. Like, that's literally the world we're becoming.
Dude,
and it's fucking scary.
Dude, that's like the Irish guy that I used to work with 10 years ago. I've told this story on the podcast before. This guy was in Bondi, got caught in a rip, and he's like sitting there floating, and then the guys from Bondi Rescue came out first with the camera crew, started filming him and asking him questions. It's like, what are you doing? I'm drowning. And then the lifeboat came out.
Really? Fucked.
They literally came out to him, and he's Irish as well, so he just went at him. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
He's clinging to like a log or like something, and literally...
They're circling him. There you go now, mate. You think you can hold on for another 5 minutes?
What are you doing? And then that's it. Like
Can we just ask you a couple of questions while you're in the water still?
Dude, legit. He was clinging to a
Did you think you were going to die? I still think I'm going to die. Can you help me?
It's stuffed.
Yeah.
That's so messed up,
That's
man.
marketing crap, man. But I'm serious. But that superhero thing sounds pretty interesting.
It's a good show. I'll give it to you if you want. I've got it.
I probably won't watch it. I promise you right now.
It's really good.
I won't watch it.
Why not?
Because you know me. I don't watch TV generally. I don't have time.
Yes, you do.
He does that,
when
but
you go
I'm going on Red
when
Dead
you go to watch an episode of Becca, you watch something else.
I have...
Of what?
Becca, it's summer. Like, Becca will be back on TV soon.
This guy only watches the old stuff he's always watched.
What the hell's
he
Becca?
never watches it. He never watches anything new.
Can I stop you right there for a second?
No,
I haven't watched an episode of Becca in over a year and a half. All right?
that's still recent.
What's his name again?
John Becker. Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. Ted Danson money.
You think Ted Danson's doing a podcast right now? No. Dude, I'm serious. Do you know what? I'll tell you what. As of late, the last thing I've watched, and not even made an effort to watch, more just like I'm about to fall asleep in bed, and I just turn my phone on its side and watch 5 minutes of something on YouTube before I cark it. Dr. Katz, the psychiatrist. Are you for real? What's wrong with you?
I don't know who it is.
You don't know who Jonathan Katz is?
No.
I'm surprised. This show was the Now you've offended me, man.
Well, sorry.
I'm glad I didn't say anything. I'm glad you...
I didn't say anything.
I'm glad he looked at you.
No. Dude, Dr. Katz is literally... This show created, like, the sort of... I'm trying to think of the way... Hang on.
The self-help shows, like Dr. Phil?
No, you idiot.
About cats, though.
No. Dr. Katz is based on the comedy of a comedian in America.
Don't know it.
It was by Comedy Central, man. Like, how can you... Hang on. Let me find this thing.
Have you seen American Gods?
Yeah, I've seen...
No, not you. I'm talking to him while you look.
That sounds familiar. Which one's that?
That's another Prime show. It's about a guy... I don't know what the trailer is. It's about a guy who, like, takes a job with an unknown man and starts finding out, like, he's losing his mind slowly.
I've heard the name, but I haven't seen it.
It's actually quite good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop you. This is why I'm going to stop you short, all right? Dr. Katz, it was a crude animated show, right? Comedy Central. It came out in, what year? 1995. So before South Park, right? Same network. And it's around the time of, like, Duckman. And basically, he's a therapist, yeah? And on his show... all these comedians would just come in and sit on his couch and just talk to him. And what the comedians would do would repurpose their material into stories for, like, the couch sessions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, dude, some of the comedians that were on the show, Dave Chappelle.
I've never heard of it.
Ray Romano.
Okay.
Like, big hitters.
It sounds like Between Two Ferns or something.
No. Between Two Ferns is just Galifianakis talking shit.
It's not that show. No, that's a different one.
Wait, is it a stage show or is it like a legit interview show or is it?
How about I just show you? Let's just go.
Please.
Ray Romano. Okay, Ray Romano is actually some good episodes, but hang on.
Do we not have audio visual?
Yes, we do. Shut up.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it.
That impressed him.
Oh, it's a cartoon. Oh my god, I remember this.
I remember this.
You watching sports, it seems to be a source of a lot of troubles.
Actually, a few weeks ago, I was watching the game. I had some time to watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
My wife was busy, and I invite my friend over, and he brought his fiancée with him, and he kind of ruined it now for us.
Right.
I mean, if the women would start talking to each other, okay, we could watch, but they weren't. I could. They had that let's play face. I was starting to panic. And then I tried something that actually worked. You can actually jumpstart a conversation sometimes between two women. I just said to my friend's fiance, Kathy, what color bridesmaids dresses are you getting? She was, they're blue, they're off the shoulder. And my wife, really? Blue? Oh, right there. Oh. The hardest thing is when I'm in a department store during the big game. Because most of the time I'm shopping with my wife, and then your only hope is when you walk by the TV section for a little while. Like, oh, honey, go try it on. Try that on. I'll be right here. And, no, you look fat in that one. Try another one on.
It's cunning.
It's pathetic.
Yeah,
we're all there. All the married men are just shuffling around the TVs. Hi, how are you? Yeah, hi. What's up? Hey, you're new here. Get in the back, buddy. What are you trying to pull? You're on lookout.
Like a kid.
Hey, Laura, I don't even know if you remember me.
Sure I do. Dave Chappelle.
You do remember me?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, so you're just not interested or excited that I'm here.
Are those my only choices?
You know, I used to live in a little town in Ohio, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
4,500 people. My house was the black neighborhood.
Mm.
Now, you know, Doc, I travel a lot. I mean, really, I'm a racism connoisseur.
Really?
You know, racism is different from region to region. Like, have you ever been to the South?
Well, years ago.
Oh, Doc, the racism down there is just magnificent.
Who actually plays the Doctor?
Yeah, I know this.
Jonathan Katz is a comedian.
Unfortunately, Dave, it's not just the South.
Have you heard of it?
I've seen racism in the North.
Man.
Go up to New England. I was in New England, man. I saw two Irish dudes beating up an Italian guy. I said, now these people are specific.
Dude, do you know who does really good, like a good segment on this show? Ray Romano's been on a couple of times. Do you remember Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember Kevin Nealon? He's the golfer that he plays that talks about sending the ball home.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been on the show like a bunch of times, right? He's probably one of the funniest. He's got the funniest things. Have you ever heard his stand-up?
No. I didn't even know he was a stand-up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is he usually pretty busy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know this comedian.
Very much. I know I'm a little late. I was caught in traffic out here on...
Could you take a seat, please?
Okay. Do I need to fill out any forms?
Who's this one?
Kevin Nealon, the guy that says Happy needs to send his balls.
I never filled anything out.
Oh, yeah, the voice, yeah.
Why don't you send him one home? Time to go home there, ball.
Maybe he got it from my dentist.
Maybe.
So he has my dental charts?
Yeah.
That'll help.
Oh, yeah.
I've been married 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got married after a 2-year, I want to say argument. Engagement. But I had dated enough, and then I finally met that Miss Right, Miss Always Right.
Right.
And I thought that was the one. Yeah, it's difficult. I met my wife at a costume party one Halloween. She came as a Slinky. That was her outfit. And I remember the first time I saw her, she was coming down the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
She was amazing. She was like taking to it. And we got to talking, and it turns out that she works as a stunt woman in Hollywood, which is very convenient for me. Like after a date when I went to drop her off, I didn't have to stop the car. Right by her house, and she was gone. Trip to Hawaii was just fantastic.
Great.
Stayed in this cute little hotel. They even put me in the honeymoon suite. It was the only room available. I was staying with a nice couple from Nebraska. I got some good pictures. And I found this beautiful beach, too. It was like right on the water.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, it was just incredible. I went out on a whale-watching boat. The captain even let me steer the ship. That was fun. I wasn't crazy about sitting on his lap.
Dude, have you never seen this show?
I've never. I've seen the image of like the doctor,
Yeah.
but just a still image. I've never watched it.
Well, I've been watching heaps of that, and I forgot about the show, then I rediscovered it. And dude, everyone has been on that show. All the budding comedians, like dude, what's her name? Janine Garofalo's been on it.
So when was this show around?
95 to like 2002 or something.
So nothing current again.
Nah, but I'd never seen it then. I'd never seen it then. Suck on it.
Let's watch something new,
No. You know,
like a normal person.
fuck off. You watch Shawshank and The Count of Monte Cristo every 2 weeks.
So he admits I watch Maybe Count of Monte Cristo.
What was it?
No, this is going by what you admitted.
Yes,
the last time
I
we
do.
were here.
I didn't say I watch Monte Cristo
What was the
all
other
the
one?
time.
Bride? Something
Shawshank.
Bride?
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
You still haven't watched it, have you?
No.
Yeah.
I have been segue. I have been
Segue.
I have been preparing for my Christmas movies though.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you got so far?
All the Lethal Weapons.
Okay. Which is your favourite?
Probably the first one.
You know, I don't think I've
the
ever
first one.
sat through an entire Lethal Weapon.
That,
You serious?
I know.
That's bad.
I feel sad about
That's
it.
You should be.
At least the first three
What
you
you
should have
got?
sat through.
What?
All right, man. Whatever, man.
I feel like the first three you should
If I
be
watch a
able to
movie, I finish it.
Yeah, all right, man. You're funny.
I do.
Yeah, no, you're funny.
see. All the Lethal Weapons.
Yes.
All the Die Hards.
Okay. Even the new, like the older ones?
I got it, but I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen like
1 and
4 or
2.
5.
Yeah, 1 and 2. I think I'll limit max 3. Home Alone, the first one.
Look, Home Alone 1 is a good movie.
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
It's a good movie, but I think I've just overdone it, man. I think it's safe to say after 30 years.
But how often do you watch it?
Yeah, I haven't watched it
I
since I
grew
was a
up
kid.
like hammering that movie, man.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I did. I had a copy of it on tape. What do you want? Sorry, Mr. Count of Monte Cristo.
You should be.
Fuck off.
And then just all the porn parodies that come out for Christmas.
You got
Porn parodies.
the National Lampoon's movies?
Yeah,
I did actually. I did download that too. Yeah.
I watched that 2 days ago.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk top Christmas movies of all time? All right, what are your top Christmas movies?
Well, I just mentioned them.
Well, Lethal Weapon isn't a Christmas movie.
To me, it is
Why?
because I watch it every Christmas. I binge them every Christmas.
Do you know what? I thought about what you said. There are movies that I did watch at Christmas time.
Yeah.
More than I would have at any other point of the year.
Yeah,
And
but not specific Christmas, right?
No.
Yeah.
I think the truth about that is just the fact that we were all off school at that time, so we got to watch movies more often.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
that does. Yeah.
Like, I tried to picture my old cassette tapes that I had. My old lady threw them all out, man. Oh, I nearly lost my shit. Don't know why. Like, what was I going to do with them, man?
Make money off them. You know how many hipsters buy that crap now?
Some of them are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
The Lion King. Have you seen how much that's worth?
Nah.
Like $700 or something? $1,000, something like that.
I'll never forget about. I may have mentioned this once on the podcast ages ago, but I'll never forget my mate Tommy. We were driving to Indoor. I just picked him up. We're on the way to Indoor for the first time, like him playing in our team. And we were talking. For some reason, we brought up like Disney movies, and he said that this is years ago. He'd found out that he'd heard that if you had a vintage copy of a Disney movie on tape, it was worth a lot of coin. And we're like, what? I go, what could you possibly have? He goes, man, I'm pretty sure I got like a copy of Pinocchio that like my godmother got me from like back in the day when I was a kid. I said, really, man? I go, you're gonna give away a copy of Pinocchio that your godmother bought you? And he inked like, mate, 2-3 grand. Stop yelling that base. It's like, stop yelling base. Like, go to hell. Go to hell for all I give a shit. I'm like, yeah, all right, fair enough. What was I say? Yeah. When you mentioned it, when you said that you watched Lethal Weapon at Christmas, I started thinking about that feels like a Christmassy movie for some reason. I think maybe because just you're shooting in late night TV, 9:30 on a Sunday or something.
Yeah.
It was always on.
Yeah.
That opening scene where the chick falls off the. Yeah, she's topless. I just remember that because I remember it was dark. Everyone was sort of still up.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this on?
Yeah.
Like, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like the random AO movie.
It's exactly the same feeling I got.
Yeah. So I started thinking of the movies I watched, man, and all of them were back to nostalgia. They were all like old fucking 80s, 90s movies, man. All of them. What did I used to watch? Like Coming to America, Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
All these. Coming to America is a massive Christmas movie.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
for me too, yeah.
It always feels like it was always on.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, no matter what.
Yeah. Every time I change the channel, it was always on. That's how I feel. Seriously.
You tune in and he's going to McDowell's for the first time. 100%.
Yeah, I remember having to change the channel just for the opening scene. You know, when she's like your royal
the royal penis.
and I remember changing the channel until the tits were gone.
That's the only form of nudity in that movie, though. All right. So, what was on your Christmas list? What? Forget your Christmas-esque viewing movies.
Yeah.
What are actual Christmas movies?
Well, yeah, National Lampoon's, Home Alone.
I hammered that.
I hate Christmas movies, man. So I think that'd probably be pretty close to it. I can't stand Christmas movies.
Why is he nodding?
I hate them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either.
Do you know what? The only movie I can think of that you've referenced at Christmas, I swear to God, this is probably like 4 years ago, probably more.
Me?
Yeah.
What's that?
One movie that you referenced that you specifically watched at Christmas. Just by
that?
chance, not because it was...
It was on TV or...
No. You watched it. We were talking about a movie.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I watched it like, la la la. I still remember it. Do you know what it was?
What was it?
It was Spotlight, the movie about the
Yeah, that's my Christmas movie. That's what I watch at Christmas.
Spotlight is a movie with Michael Keaton, and it covers the cover-up of sexual
I remember. Yeah,
Sexual
I remember.
abuse of children in a church.
Catholic church.
Because there's nothing on TV.
I was talking to him. We were just talking. I think he might have been in Rosebud.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, and I'm like, what have you been doing anyways? Like, and we started talking about random shit. Like, I watched Spotlight the other day. I go, Spotlight, the one about the abuse cover-up? Yeah, at Christmas, no less. I swear to God, that's the only Christmas movie I can relate to this guy. I saw it at the cinemas.
Yeah.
It's actually a very good movie.
It is a very good movie. Very, very good movie.
Spotlight. The Christmas cheer. No, I'll tell you what. National Lampoon's I've Seen to Death.
Yeah.
Love it. That's a standard. I watched that as well, like a couple days ago. I always watch The Ref. You ever seen The Ref?
It sounds familiar.
That's with...
Dennis Leary, Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he takes them hostages. Yeah. I've only seen it maybe a couple times. I can't remember it. I know it's good though.
I watched it like a couple times when we were in high school, but then as an adult, especially when I moved into my place, I sort of try and watch it nearly every year.
Yeah.
Wait, so that's a Christmas feeling movie? Because I don't remember it being
a Christmas
movie.
Is it? Yeah, it's at Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. And
Oh, okay.
Their son's coming back from military school. Her mother-in-law and family are coming to have dinner. Oh. Yeah, they're loud as shit out there, man. Yeah, and then he takes them hostage on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also Bad Santa.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Bob?
Yeah, that's
I
good.
actually never watched it.
Yeah,
I
that's a
never
really good
watched
one.
it, dude. I never watched it until my first year working where I was, man. It was like 2010. And it was coming up to Christmas, and this guy, we were talking about Christmas movies or something, and one guy was like, oh, I bet you can get your copy of Bad Santa. I go, man, I've never watched it. He goes, dude, if there's one person on the planet that needs to watch it, it's you. I'm like, why? He goes, this Santa is just a scotch drinking, womanizing, like, hates Christmas. I go, but he's Santa. I was like, yeah, trust me, you need to watch it. I downloaded it that night, watched it that night, and then I changed my Facebook profile picture to a picture of Bad Santa at a bar. And he just commented straight away, and he's like, it's like looking into the future, isn't it? I'm like, fuck, man.
Is it actually a good movie?
It's genius. Dude, Bernie Mac is in it.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah. John Ritter, you know the dad from Problem Child?
Wow, is he in that? I can't remember.
He plays
Yeah, really?
the manager at the shopping centre that they're at.
Oh,
He's like
okay.
a really weak, sort of impish dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. Dude, everyone's in that movie, man. There's a whole bunch of cameos, like a lot of...
Isn't Mickey Mantle in that? The one from Seinfeld, the little short guy, the midget guy? Or is it someone else?
Oh, Tony, yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, that's not him.
It's somebody else that plays the elf.
Didn't he die?
No, you're confusing your small people, man. Troy Vernon passed away.
Troy,
The guy
yeah,
from,
that's
Austin
right.
Powers.
Yeah, he did too.
Are you for real, man?
No, I thought
You're just picturing
Mickey Mantle died a long time ago.
Mickey Mantle was a baseball player.
Not Mickey Mantle.
Not Mickey Mantle. The one...
Mickey is the name of the character. The actor's name is something else.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but didn't they call him Mickey Mantle? Or they just called him Mickey?
Abbott or something.
Oh, why am I thinking Mantle?
Because he's the baseball player.
Oh, they called.
I think that's the first time I've ever said Mickey Mantle
in the show.
No, they don't.
Don't they?
No. His name's Mickey Abbott.
No, not him. I'm just saying they probably referenced the player because they talk about.
Oh, yeah, could
because
be.
George wanted to name his daughter Seven after Mickey Mantle.
That's
right.
it. Yeah.
Seven.
Anyway,
Seven Costanza.
Bad Santa.
Yeah, Bad Santa. Look, it was one of Bernie Mac's last movies.
I'll get onto that. I'll legally get onto that.
That is something you have to watch, like no matter what. The Ref, Bad Santa, Batman Returns.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that.
That movie is set at Christmas.
Yeah.
I got into a big argument with my mate the Rookie last year about we're all gonna sit down and watch a Christmas movie, and I kept saying Die Hard and Batman Returns, and the crowd was against me. I said, why? So they're not Christmas movies. Okay, how are they not Christmas movies? They're both set on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. They're the biggest Christmas movies, in my opinion.
The biggest. Bruce Willis killing Germans.
I mean, like, the only other real Christmas movie that I liked was The Nightmare Before Christmas.
The what?
A Nightmare Before Christmas was good.
Oh.
You know, the...
Yeah, I think I might have seen it once as a kid.
It was a good... But that's about it. Like, really, I think Christmas movies in general are pretty... No. Oh, so, okay, this is what we're talking... So you're talking about, like, Christmas-themed, but I mean, like, really specific to, like, celebrating Christmas movies just seem to suck ass.
No, they're weak because
they're just corny.
They've got the same premise every time. I watched 4 Christmases. That was with... yeah, no one knows that movie. 4 Christmases is Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. And John Voight's in it as well.
I don't know what...
Is it John Voight? Is it John Voight? No,
Vince Vaughn. No.
Yeah. Vince Vaughn, man. You know, from Old School. And,
Yeah.
No, it's not John Voight. It's, hang on, because I lost it when I actually saw his face. Hang on. Vince Vaughn. Oh, no. Robert Duvall, that's it. And John Favreau's in it as well.
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's about a couple that their parents are all separated, so they have 4 Christmases to go to.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, his old man's, his old man's, her mother's, and la 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 la, and they just cross back and forth.
No,
it's not bad. It's still, it's not cheesy. It's got more Vince Vaughn sort of type comedy.
Yeah.
La 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 la. But
Vince Vaughn hasn't done anything in ages, has he?
What do you mean? He was in that. Nah, Vince Vaughn was in something not long ago. Hang on.
Was he?
Yeah.
Nah.
The last one I remember seeing him in, the most recent, was like that online one or whatever where he tries to get a job at Google or some shit.
Yeah, I think that was the last one.
Nah, dude. He was in Fighting with My Family and Seaberg this year.
Fighting with My Family?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of movies here. Dragged Across Concrete.
Are these Netflix movies?
I haven't heard of any of these.
I don't know. Yeah, man. The Binge. He was in a military movie. Did you ever see that one?
I can't picture him.
He plays like a drill instructor.
No.
Okay, I'm going to find this. I'd seen it ages ago. Like, I was watching military-esque drill instructors, and they were getting rated on how good they were. This was another Vanity Fair thing. See, full circle. Vince Vaughn.
Meant to be.
Huh?
Nostradamus could have predicted this.
Hacksaw Ridge. That's the movie. Did you ever see that?
I haven't seen it, no.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen the movie, but...
Heard of it.
That's one with the doctor, yeah?
He's a medic.
Medic, yeah. And he doesn't want to serve?
No, he wants to serve, but...
In a non-combat role or something like that, wasn't it?
Wait, I think he's a Mormon? Was that what it was? I think he's a Mormon.
I haven't seen it.
No. He,
Oh, hey. Old, good book, right? Sorry. I think Lucky's got a good book, right, Lucky?
It's a good read.
Attention! Line up!
He has a knife at his foot.
Let's go! Move it!
it's Andrew Garfield. Yeah. Dude, Rachel Griffiths, Sam Worthington. What a cast.
You are a very strange-looking individual, if you don't mind me saying so, Private. Name?
Andy Walker.
How long have you been dead, son?
Sir?
I am not sir! I am Sergeant Howell or Sarge! Sir, you say for useless people! The name is Ghoul, you say?
Walker. Sergeant!
It is!
Yes, Sergeant!
Dude's naked, man. He walks past him.
There's something off in your presentation, Private. Can't place it. Is it your hair? Is it the wrinkle in your trousers?
I have a knife in my foot, Sergeant.
Oh, yes. Of course. That's it, the knife. What is your name, soldier?
Smitty Riker.
No. Your name is Private Idiot. Do you know why?
Because I have a knife in my foot.
Who placed the knife there, Private?
It was an accident, Sergeant. We was playing stretch.
I'm heartened by the knowledge you did not place it there with intention. Who threw the knife?
I did, Sergeant. Private Krasinski.
You look part Indian. To what tribe? No, I'm totally wrong. I believe you must have children. No, sir.
Are you contradicting me? You wagon-burning son of a bitch! No, Sergeant! Let me see your Indian war cry, son!
I don't...
What is your animal spirit? Are you a garter snake?
No, Sergeant!
Are you a chipmunk?
No, Sergeant!
Are you a dancing reindeer?
No, Sergeant!
Are you contradicting me, Private?
No, Sergeant!
Good.
Then I shall henceforth call you Chief, as a sign of great respect.
Thank you, Sergeant!
Are you grinning at me, boy, or is that your natural state?
No, Sergeant.
Name, Private.
Desmond Dawes.
I have seen stocks of corn with better physiques. Makes me want to pull an ear off, Private. Can you carry your weight?
Yes, Sergeant.
Should be easy for you then. Corporal. Sergeant. Make sure you keep this man away. Sergeant. Private idiot.
Yes, Sergeant.
Raise your foot. Higher.
Everyone outside, now! Move it! I said move it!
All right, just get in my uniform, Sergeant.
Should I ask him, too, Corporal?
No memory of it, Sarge.
I believe any man who takes such pride in his natural naked state will surely enjoy the brisk of the outdoors. Now move your private parts. Move it! You son of an excellent.
I'll have to get on that movie.
Yeah, I reckon.
I've never seen it. I've never seen Hacksaw Ridge.
Got some quality quotes in that.
What's his name? Mel Gibson.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
You're kidding.
What else did Mel Gibson do? There was that one about the Aztecs. What were they? You remember?
Apocalypto.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Was that post Passion?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that about?
That was about...
Hang on, wait. This Hacksaw Ridge was about the pacifist combat medic who's a Seventh-day Adventist Christian who refused to carry a weapon. But he ended up getting the Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was Apocalypto about?
It's about the main character is just in his tribe. He's at home with his family, and then basically his village gets attacked.
Yeah.
Everyone dies. They take his family, and then it's a story of him like getting revenge.
Pretty typical.
It's not bad. It's very gory.
It's not a bad movie at all.
It's not bad.
Passion.
Yeah, but this is more...
This is less like torture sounds.
And hunting people. Just like, just think, like there's human sacrifice in it.
Okay, but aren't they Mayans?
Yeah, they practiced human sacrifice.
So it's part of the...
Yeah, but they... and like...
Nice pantomime, you fucking...
Primitive, like, spike traps. Just very gory. Very gory.
How did it get reviewed?
I remember.
I don't remember the reviews.
I just remember the end. Remember the end?
I don't remember the end.
Oh, it's just
been a long
hilarious.
time.
Like the dude goes through all that, and then the Spanish arrive.
Yeah,
it's true.
I do remember that.
It is. That's what happens. He gets to his village, and then Spanish. You just see his boat rock up.
Fleet,
And like, so much for that. They're all gonna die.
So wait, the whole thing is about just
bacteria.
No, wait. Huh? So wait, the whole thing is about his journey to
get his family back,
revenge,
okay? Because he's like in a tribal village, but he goes to like the capital city where they would send like where the big pyramids are. Is it Machu Picchu or whatever? I don't know if it's that one.
Machu Picchu's in Peru, is it?
Well, it's not Peru. It was Mexico. No,
hang on, man. These are Mayans.
Yeah, so it's set in like the Aztec.
It's set in Yucatan, Mexico.
I was right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and so he goes to like wherever the king is, who's getting his people to kidnap villagers, so they use them as human sacrifice.
Okay.
So he goes to the city to try and get them back.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember. I think he does. Some people die on the way. And then when he gets back to his village, he looks out in the distance, and there's just a Spanish fleet just rocking up. And you're like, yes.
That's fucked. Yeah. How long was the takeover of the Spanish conquistadors? How long did that take?
Not long, I don't think. And they only did it with like 100 of them. They had plate armor. What's going to kill that?
There's no
hang on a second. Hang on.
But
The conquistadors.
The interesting thing that happens to like the ones that stayed behind and became governors, they ended up like a lot of them ended up getting like accused of treason because they basically ran their own country afterwards.
Yeah, because the whole deal was with the Spanish crown was that when they got out there, they'd plant the Spanish flag, but they wanted to be governors or
and they'd rule their own land, and a lot of them ended up either going to war with Spain or they got recalled and then were tried as like for treason and just basically. What would happen to a lot of people back then, they'd make their name and then they'd die destitute.
Yeah.
They'd make all this money, and then they'd end up back home in Spain or France or England or whatever, and they just die poor.
Because they just had it all taken away?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long was that whole period? They colonised much of the world for Spain and Portugal.
1600s?
16th, 17th and 18th centuries.
Yeah.
So it took 300 years to take over South America and... Well, not just South America, because I mean, where else do they speak Portuguese? In Africa. They speak it in...
Ever, man.
Yeah, like...
I mean, even like the Philippines and stuff, don't they have like one whole section?
I think there was even like some like settlers in... Yeah, they got into India and like...
Indonesia.
Because,
when you go to Indonesia, when you go to Jakarta, a lot of the architecture's Spanish Villa. Spanish Villa, and their language is influenced by Spanish, Dutch...
Dutch, Spanish. Spanish would be in the Caribbean and like the Americas.
Yeah, well...
Oh, yeah.
Well,
very, very big.
Yeah. They basically, hang on, after the Spanish discovery of the West Indies in 1492, the Spanish primarily nobles from the west and south of Spain began building up an American empire in the Caribbean, using islands such as Cuba, Puerto Rico, Hispaniola as bases. Florida fell to Juan Ponce de Leon in 1513, then Cortez waged a war against the Aztecs, ruled by Montezuma II.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
Do you remember the robot chicken with Montezuma?
No, I don't. What was it? Hang on. Could I Google it?
Yeah, you can.
You alright, man?
Swallowed water wrong way.
How? That always gets me, man. I swallowed water the wrong way. How many other ways have
it's clearly gone somewhere else.
Like through your eye, your nose, like a suppository or an enema.
Oh, yes.
Another enema. What was that? Was that History of the World?
What, the enema?
Oh, no. It was Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Oh, yeah.
Leslie Nielsen. Yeah, it was Dracula Dead and Loving It. The cure for, like, the vampirism was an enema.
Oh, of course it is. With holy water.
Hang on, Montezuma Robot Chicken.
There's a new Dracula show coming out.
Oh, serious?
It actually looks alright. It's a proper horror Dracula.
Of course.
And The Witcher's coming out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, it's a Friday.
What's The Witcher?
It's a game that's turned TV Netflix series.
Okay.
It was a book turned into game, now turned into a TV show.
Sorry, it was a book, yeah.
It looks okay. I'll give it a go.
I've heard the reviews are like crazy. Even by like, fan reviews.
Good or bad?
No, like really good. Like 10 out of 10 good.
Yeah, here we go.
My revenge shall be eternal. Montezuma, there shall be no revenge.
He just keeps making a grab himself.
You know, when we were kids, there were only 150 Pokemon.
Actually, there were 151 Pokemon.
Fuck's sake.
Nerd!
You know what kills it? That's all Seth Green's voice.
Is it?
Every single character just then was him.
Really?
Except for the woman. Montezuma, Cortez.
He did quite a bit of Adult Swim stuff.
Yeah, they restarted like Robot Chicken again. They took a break for a few years. They
restarted it.
They did like a Robotech one, and then they stopped for a couple of years, and then they started up Robot Chicken
Did you ever
again.
do like Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
No.
What's that?
It's great. It's an Adult Swim show. I think it was just before Robot Chicken was on.
Okay, what was it about?
Pretty much nothing. It's about nothing.
What do you mean?
It was like
random.
Weren't they like superheroes or something?
It's like a cup of meatball and a French fry.
Yeah.
Have you watched Big Mouth?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's great. It's a great show. It's about like three main characters basically that go
I
through
watched
puberty.
the guy Nick Kroll from Big Mouth do like an interview on Kimmel. It was just running through all the voices.
Yeah.
It's basically like another Hank Azaria, just like 100 character voices.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the Jay Sherman-based show, The Critic?
Sounds familiar.
I watched it.
It does sound familiar.
It got
yeah.
shit ratings. That's why it, for some reason, hang on.
Is that the dude that's in... there's a billiard. Is that the dude in Sherman? Isn't it the guy in Simpsons?
Yeah, it stinks. It stinks.
Yeah.
Him. They did a show.
Bits and pieces, I think I might have
It
seen
was
over the
voiced
years.
by Lovitz.
Yeah.
And it had a lot of people from Simpsons. So like Nancy Cartwright was on it.
Yeah.
Dude, it had 23 episodes produced. And it just had really poor ratings initially. It had 2 seasons, yeah? Even though the ratings were getting better, they still cancelled it. I fell asleep on my couch on Sunday after I got back from going out. And I put on Dr. Katz to fall asleep to, and then woke up and The Critic was playing. It's basically like... It's like Family Guy.
Okay.
It's all just like split gags and all that sort of shit, and they just do parodies of everything.
Did you leave your phone to just... play on repeat, like after you autoplay while you're asleep?
Okay, well, hang on. You're asking 2 questions now. Sunday, I didn't. I fell asleep on my couch and I had YouTube.
You said you put the Dr. Katz to go to sleep on
my TV from the PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you wake up, but then you said when you wake up,
it was playing Jay Sherman's shit.
Yeah, so that means you let autoplay like you left it on all night.
No, this is in the afternoon. This is Sunday afternoon. I came.
You're having a nap?
Yeah, I came home hungover, and I needed a nap because I had like 3.5 hours sleep. Yeah, why?
No, it just sounded like you left your phone on all night, and you always complaining about battery.
No. Because when I fall asleep,
like there's your solution. Turn off your phone.
When I fall asleep, I'm not like you. You turn your phone off cold.
Yes.
Through the night, dude. This guy, for as long as I've known him, will turn his phone off black. Like that's it. Power down. You can't get him before, like, if...
You can't get me between the hours of 12 and 8.
You know what? I should probably start doing that.
Dude, legit.
You know how many... No, but the thing was, I used to get at least 5 calls every night, and it was always just wrong numbers.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, but it would piss me off, because it would be mean to go to breakfast or something, like, one morning.
Yeah, but I'm up by 8.
Yeah, no, you're not up by 8.
Yes, I am.
But even if you're up, you don't turn your phone on at 8.
Yeah, I do. I just sometimes leave it on silent, that's all.
You're calling him, and he goes straight to voicemail. Hi, I'm John. Like, stab him to death. Charlie, no, I don't know where we're going for breakfast. Because this idiot has to have his precious sleep.
Well,
you know what? It's like the complete opposite. If you have to say, like, what's the difference between us? One of many differences. I'm used to being on call 24/7. Like, all the jobs I've ever had.
So am I.
Either casual labouring where, like, they just call you in the middle of the night to come in.
Okay, yeah.
Media work where changes to projects just happen at 3 in the morning. It's like, shit, we need 20 extras by tomorrow lunchtime. And I'm up at 4 in the morning sending emails. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you, on the other hand.
I'm available between 8 and midnight like a normal person.
Fuck off, man.
I mean, to be fair to him, like, I used to turn my phone off when I was in, like, real estate because people would call ridiculously late and be like, we've decided to sell the house with you. I'd be like, it's fucking 11:30. She couldn't have waited, like, 6 hours and called me in the morning, or...
I love in their eyes, they're, like, doing him the biggest favour. Yeah, he's sitting there in his jocks watching something on TV. It's just, who is this? He hasn't even saved the number of the client.
I didn't know.
How long were you doing real estate?
6 years.
6 years all up. How many houses do you reckon you sold in that time?
Oh, hundreds. Yeah.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
In 6 years?
Yeah.
As in hundreds of, like, bordering 1,000 or hundreds, like, 300 houses or something? How many houses would you sell in a year?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Probably be about...
What would a good real estate agent sell in a year?
I don't know, a year. I'd give you a week. Week would be, like... 3 to 5 for a pretty good agent.
You'd have to sell 3 houses a week.
Yeah.
That's hard though, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Of course, it's like, yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, an auction takes you forever. Auctions take, like, a couple of hours between, like, setting up, getting the people ready, all that. Like, it takes you a couple of hours. So your whole day's gone just on the auctions.
Did you used to do the auctions?
Yeah.
So you'd be there? Like...
Well, I did a couple of times, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't actually get my license for it, but...
You need a separate license for auctions?
You did. I don't know if you still do. I don't think you still do.
So, hang on.
You need your license to be, like, a licensed estate agent to be able to go into the auctioneering.
How was your fast talking voice?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, what about
I naturally talk. Like, I naturally talk pretty quick. So I slow.
so, to the man in the back?
But it's all slow off the back. It's like,
I just think, you know, when Bart buys that stuff at the museum, were there any serious bids?
No, yeah, but like seriously, I did.
Sell to the man with the runny nose.
Mine.
The next bid was yours, sir, for 2 minutes. Any serious bids?
Yeah, like I did have a bit of comedy. Like a couple of times, if it was a bald guy and he put his hand up, I'd be like, "Yeah, sort of the, you know, like 1.25 to the guy with the waxed head or something like that." You know, like I'd.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
You had license to do that?
Yeah, no, I didn't
Insult people to their faces.
I didn't have a license to do that, but a couple of times, like our auctioneers,
The bearded lady in the back.
what happened was the auctioneers didn't show up. Is why I was able to do that. The auctioneers just didn't show up. Yeah.
How'd you feel doing it? The first hit.
I was fine with it. It was something I always wanted to do and get into, and then I didn't. And I was like, it's not that great.
Can you make money just doing the auctions?
Yeah, you do. The auctioneer gets $300 for each auction he does on the day.
You're joking?
Yeah, cash up front.
How many are you looking at per day?
Well, he does as many as...
How many realistically could he do in a day?
He's there for 20 minutes, not even.
Oh.
He does the auction. Blah, 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 blah,
So like a marriage
boom,
celebration.
bang, and then the agents do the rest.
Does he have to tee up the auctions or just get told?
Thank you.
Does he just get told that's your
No, he just
contract
gets told. So if you have let's say, for example, you have a company, right, and the company has, like 10, 12 agents under them. Each one of those is going to have like 1 to 3, on average, for a shit kicker, a week, most likely, auctions.
Are auctions only on Saturdays?
Saturday, Sunday
as well.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday.
So theoretically, an auctioneer could probably make between $1,200 to $1,500 a weekend.
Oh shit, yeah.
Is it hard to get into auction work?
No, you need the license though. That's all.
What's the license cost? Like $1,000?
Nah, if you so there's 2 ways to get the license. One's apparently a shortcut way that you need to be working currently in real estate and then be able to get someone to get you into it, and that's like a couple of grand. It takes you like 6 days or something. The other one is 2 years, and it's like $20,000 or something like that.
What? You got to learn in 2 years.
Yeah,
exactly.
How to count.
They train your fast voice. They've got like a sheet of paper.
Do you know what? They do train you on that.
Yeah?
Yeah, they train you on the fast voice.
They teach you...
because not a lot of people can think
fast
I can
and
do
talk
that.
as quick.
As if I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but a bit like tongue twisters that you'd have to learn.
Yeah,
well, they do. They teach you. There's certain phrases that you can use. So you can't like just throw shit out. Like you have to think of the next phrase that you haven't just used.
Okay, but you used a line about someone with a waxed head.
Yeah, but that was just because I was an amateur.
Yeah, but you probably got a laugh.
Oh, everyone pissed themselves. Even the guy was, yeah, he loved it. Because most auctioneers are pretty like stiff.
Yeah.
So when you get someone with a laugh, it's
Can you imagine being the rebel auctioneer, the dude that comes in with like a checkered jacket, just doing cartwheels and shit, like the Jim Carrey of
You say that, but my suit was checkered.
Why?
It was that small, like that really small checkered. You know what I'm talking about? The really tiny black and white. Yeah, I used to love that.
You know what I love, man? I always say, like, he's a used car salesman, but he actually was a used car salesman. You know what I mean? Just look at him. They go down the list of the rap sheets, like auctioneer, real estate, used car salesman. You're becoming the, what's his name, from True Lies, the car salesman in that. True Lies, actually. There's another Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That movie's always on at Christmas time, man. What were your Christmas movies?
I'm alone. I don't know. No, I never really watched movies around.
Not specific to Christmas, right?
Oh, just
What
in
would you
general.
watch in your holidays after high school, like after school would finish? I would always watch Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck would be there. Under Dangerous would probably be there. Another John Candy movie. Auctioneer.
I don't know.
You serious?
Just all the old movies from the 80s, like the old comedies, I think. A lot of them.
I used to watch a Jerry Lewis movie all the
Yeah,
time. I used to watch
love
Sailor
Jerry
Beware. That was the one Jerry Lewis movie that I hammered home. You never grew up with Jerry Lewis, did you?
No, didn't.
Probably too young.
Yeah.
I grew up on the Jerry Lewis Partners.
What Partners?
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin.
Oh,
it was a cowboy. It was a western. Yeah,
Lewis and Martin.
Yeah, it was. It was called Partners.
What's that?
They're the sons of two cowboys that were best friends who were played by them as well.
Oh, what?
So Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis at the start of the movie play two best friends. Okay. They die. They get killed, and then their two children grow up to be best friends, but they get separated at birth.
But they're the same characters. I mean, but played by the same
played by the same actors, yeah. Okay. And then they create their own, their own story. They defend the town or whatever. And Rockabye Baby as well. That was another Jerry Lewis. That was just Jerry Lewis, that movie.
What was that about?
It's a Hollywood actress who has 7 babies. Septuplets, is that what you call it?
6 tuplets.
7 babies, I think it was. 6 or 7.
I have no idea.
I got no idea.
And she goes home, and I want to know who the father is, and she says it's him because it's her old school, childhood friend.
Pentuplets.
It's 5, isn't it? Penta's 5.
Oh, hang on.
I don't know. Anyway,
Tuplets is 5.
Yeah, I think it's 6 or 7. But regardless, anyway, she says it's his babies. They're his babies.
Uh-huh.
And so then he falls for it because he's a dumbass. And he starts raising them and all that, and then, it just hilarity ensues.
Comedy gold.
Comedy gold.